Back to pass on second down. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. But not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Give to the running back. There he goes. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got enough for the first down. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to set up the screen.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
2nd down coming up. The RPO fired complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's King. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback were smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Brown. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Off play action. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it to the back. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, it's so dangerous. It's so tempting to be soft in coverage and play the pass part of the RPO. You better worry about the run as well, and they reacted way late to the run, and he got up on him with that speed and took off. And huge play for this offense.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Well, with hindsight being what it is, 2020, you might have been better off just to try to get the yard. Instead, you really put yourself in a bad situation. A little trickeration looking to throw. And he makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks?
We'll give the return team credit there because they were able to rally and get a massive stop. Now, the kicking team thought they had the perfect play, and they snap it to the up man. He sees his target downfield, throws the completion. Everything's going right, but the return team able to make a massive tackle. The gamble does not pay off, and that is a critical turnover on downs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you get...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Try to get it to the edge. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
Oh, God, you can't do that. You can't turn the football over. You've got a guaranteed field goal, tie game, late in the game. Man, those are going to be backbreakers, killers. Whatever adjective you want to throw in there, not bright.
Running to Green.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last two drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Bringing the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's King. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And you put together drives, and you got to really get focused when you get down here towards the red zone and execute. But the main thing you have to have, you can't turn the football over. You got to understand that points are at a premium. We're in the second half of a really, really closely contested football game. You cannot turn the football over.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. He's out past the 35. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for room. It's Payne. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Going the other way, and he's got room. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. 3rd down after the run. They'll run play action. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation